princess, too. You hear me? They got my fucking car.
He's jacked up too,
I
right?
had a gun. I
Everyone's getting their ass kicked.
Every one of those motherfuckers.
You call the cops?
Can't. It's over some dope.
You bought a fucking package, didn't you? Didn't you?
I wasn't sure. I mean, I assumed he bought drugs from them and that's where he was selling it. But I thought maybe he had owed them money prior and that's why he was selling the drugs. But confirmed that he got drugs from them.
It ain't my fault, all right? It ain't. Look,
it's always your fault.
I don't have the money by Friday. They're gonna kill me.
I would be like, thank God. We only got to wait a week.
I need $2,700.
So?
How is he so much short?
Drug dealer can sell some fucking drugs.
Where did all that money go that he stole? Like, what's happening? Give him the fucking... He has 10 grand. He should have 10 grand. And even if he didn't have the 10 grand, where's the money from selling?
Money?
I don't get it.
I got it for you, Zig.
So now they're going to have to steal another container. So now he's going to pressure Nick into stealing another container, and something bad's going to happen, and here's the truck. I love it. I love it. You got to give him credit for carrying on. What, is there going to be a mistake somewhere? No. Sport Authority. The San Diego Sport Authority. Oh, there's a print. Now he's going to come down on whoever's print that is, who's probably no one we've ever seen because it's in the middle of nowhere.
What are the options when you got an inferior product in an aggressive marketplace?
The company was linked to one of the largest fraud cases in history. So he proposed
to change the name.
Exactly.
They're going to have to pretend they're new. Very smart. This is intelligent. Stringer's not only educating himself, but he's literally using this guy as sort of like a mentor in the business world for the drug world.
Which one?
Very interesting.
He's got a weenie in his hand.
So what is he going to do? Make it like Avon doesn't run shit anymore, but they are still running shit under a new name? That's what I'm getting out of it. Maybe Stringer will be the face of it.
The fuck is that?
They subpoena him?
Jury summons. Grand jury?
You lie to us, you hurt our feelings. You lie to them, it's perjury.
Johnny 50.
Johnny 50. He's the one I think killed the girl, the first Jane Doe. I know this is crazy theory, but he's the first one they ran into walking on the streets the day they found the body, and he was out real early and ran into Nick and Ziggy.
Everybody on that ship.
If he didn't do it, he has something to do with it.
About them girls in the can. The detective here thinks we know something about that mess. Why would any of us leave him in there if we knew anything about it?
Not those girls, but I think he messed with the Jane Doe. And look, he's even looking sad. He's looking sad.
And they got daughters. And I got too much respect for women not to be pissed off at what's in your heads right now.
But of all the cans on the terminal, that's the one you lose in the stacks.
We didn't know shit, goddammit! You want us to dance with a grand jury, we will. What do you say, Johnny? What do you say to any question?
I take the Fifth Commandment.
And if they offer you immunity to testify against your union brothers?
I don't remember.
We're here through Bobby Kennedy, Tricky Dick Nixon, Ronnie the Union Buster Reagan, and half a dozen other sons of bitches. We'll be here through your weak bullshit, no problem.
Sabatka has got fire. Now I am happy. When he was in the bar, he looked like he buckled up and freaked out.
These four ain't working today. Want to leave the papers here? I'll make sure they get them. Go downtown.
I'm wondering if that night, the night before they found the Jane Doe, they were partying hard at their local bar. They made it a point to show like 20 minutes of that Roadhouse.
The weapon used to kill Mr.
And
Grant as a 380
I feel like Johnny 50 has a lot to do with it.
And even suggested the manufacturer, Australian or one of those A countries. Is that correct?
Indeed.
Mr.
And you were
Omar.
approximately 50 feet from the shooter?
Yes, ma'am.
Indeed.
You know, give or take.
I love him.
Mr. Little, at that distance,
Such
how
a
were
good
you able
actor.
to determine who manufactured the weapon?
I wouldn't. Fish gotta swim, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, Birdo is off showing that thing to everybody. Talking about this deed and the next. I ain't really paid the boy no mind till y'all came and showed him some interest.
Is this true? I said in the first season I wasn't
Little,
sure if he
you,
was telling the truth.
If you wouldn't mind waiting outside, I'd like a few words with Officer McDonald.
I thought he was framing Bird because it just made sense. And what else are they gonna do? But he's acting like he really like this. I mean, he's a good actor though, and he knows his shit. So maybe he's lying. I don't know.
I thought he did good.
Imagine the mileage Maury Levy gets out of me putting that sociopath on the stand. Dress him up at least. I can't have him on the stand looking like that. Here's a voucher for court clothes. Anything with a tie.
What's the voucher? I want to know. I want to know what their idea of a lot of money for court clothes is. It's probably like $30. What is happening here? Oh, they're setting up shop. Carver and Greg setting up shop. I have a feeling that Herc is going to be a miserable, like, undercover, and he's going to fuck everything up. That's my guess. Herc just looks too dopey for that kind of stuff.
You ain't got no informants on the dock? Someone you could go to on this, someone you got a history with?
The voucher says 150. Yeah, look on the clearance rack.
They did tell us 150. It ain't horrible.
It's a look.
No,
I mean, Omar's probably like, dude, I got like 10 grand in my pocket. I'll buy a suit.
I'm going across the street to the
Watch,
building.
Omar's gonna show up looking like a $10,000 pimp.
around the way on Howard Street, Lydell's.
Omar's gonna get some rockin' outfit. I can't wait to see Omar.
Muffy at the club.
I cannot wait to see. He's definitely gonna shell out his own cash and go ballin'. Oh God, he looks like a cop written all over him.
Hey, what's up? You need a little hop?
Might be, bro. You got any roll up in here?
You got the spare?
For sure.
All right, then we good. Going home. My niggas running back. All right, well.
He does not look the part at all.
You copy this? It's all in the props, baby. All in the props.
Oh yeah, so talk. People are probably watching everywhere. You're the first time buyer and you're just talking to cops in the window. I hate stupid people. If Herc died this season because he's a moron, it would not surprise me.
Feel any different? Me neither. Special Agent Cleary.
Jim McNulty from the city.
How can I help you?
Just found floating off the Key Bridge.
The only guy they got that even knows you had a can that day was Horse. He ain't gonna say shit to no.
Oh, they're gonna kill Horse. That was the sign that Horse is dead, and Horse is a nice guy.
Don't ever worry about him. My uncle neither.
But you say he wants to stop.
Says he wants the Greek. Says you tell him when and where.
You seen what happens down at the morgue when they can't ID a body? I have.
But he, like, I'm sure he's seen many other dead bodies. What is, like, is there more to it, or he just really feels a kinship with this Jane Doe?
How you been?
Same old.
Yeah?
Is he one of the...
Some days?
If he's one of the guys summoned, he might roll over because Ziggy's an idiot.
You getting some days?
Pretty much.
Is this her
I'm in
ex?
the tower now. Working the lanes.
The guy that messed with Ziggy, is that her ex? The the husband, I mean the father of her kids?
Some beers, maybe some Bacardi around.
Maybe we could just go for a cup of coffee and talk, you know?
Is he one of the ones that summoned? Is he one of the ones on the slips that was summoned? Oh my God. I'm assuming he's the ex, or is this just some guy she dated after? I don't know, this is weird. Stringer is actually like living with Dee's ex or girlfriend. I was gonna say ex, but I guess they're together.
The plans, man. Your father bucking us, little man. What you think about that, huh? Yeah, I think you're right.
This whole situation's messed up.
Man, fucking Ziggy, man. I'm about to get my ass shot behind this bullshit. What reasonable, that reasonable. Man, fuck that, maybe on your side of town.
This is not a good idea.
Came to see a man about a car.
Hey guys, you just finished watching The Wire. If you want, click up here and you'll get the next part of this episode. If you want to click down here, you'll probably see something else I do, either another show or like a trailer reaction. Click over here if you want to subscribe to my channel. Comments down below, like and subscribe. Peace.